Okay.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
I'm Dr. Brown.
Good to meet you.
Good to meet you
Thank
too. Now, I hear that Barron has been a really good friend of yours for a very long time. Is that right? Can you kind of talk to me about your
Yeah,
relationship?
Tim and I have known each other for, I can't remember the first time we met. It's been a long time. We traveled together, worked together closely,
Right.
and we've become very close friends.
Okay.
So, yeah, the relationship's a little bit more than just professional, but a lot more than just professional, yeah.
Right, right. Well, I know he had a fall and he hit his head. Now, I was asked to come in to look at his
Right.
x-rays and everything,
Right.
his scans, and then just evaluate whether, he was safe to go back to wrestling.
Well, that's the first thing we want to know,
Right.
if that's safe.
Right.
If physically he's okay.
Exactly.
Um,
I mean, we've done all the lab work. I've looked at the CAT scans. He looks like physically he's fine, but I do know that he's had some, I think, issues, right, with his
Yes,
memory?
yeah, that's to say the least. Yeah,
Right.
it's like another person.
Okay, can you talk to me a little bit more about that?
Well, I mean, this is how he responds. So he's pretty deadpan. He actually believes he's barren,
Okay.
and I don't know where that came from.
Yeah.
I know
And
Tim's been a wrestling fan since he was a kid.
Yeah.
And he watched a lot of different wrestling. We never talked about this, but evidently he was a big fan of a guy called Baron von Reschke a long time
Okay.
ago.
All right.
And whatever's triggered this, he's kind of relating to that now, it seems.
Now, that can be normal. I know he's had the concussion, which is also called a traumatic brain injury.
Right.
He's had a mild case of it. Sometimes it takes a week, a month, or maybe even a year, for him to actually get to where he recognizes who he is. But I would say at this point right now, let's don't rock the boat. Let's just let him believe who he thinks he is. But like I said, I think physically he's able to go wrestle. You just need to make sure that you understand you have to take responsibility for him. Because if he does have another fall, that could,
I don't have a problem taking responsibility for him. I mean, he's like a brother to me.
Right.
I just want to make sure it's safe for him.
Well-
And he can be pretty aggressive, when the time comes.
Sure.
And the only time that I've gotten involved in that is when I got face to face with him, and he looked me in the eye. It's like he recognized me, and he released. He uses a claw hold,
Right.
and he actually released it and responded to me.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm concerned about. Is that if I need to be there, I'll be there.
I think you need to be there just as a support for him. I think as long as he understands that you're going to be there for him, obviously he understands, he can feel that you're his friend and that you care about him. And I think that's the most important thing.
Well, if that's what has to happen, that's what will happen.
Okay.
I think knowing how he is inside,
Right.
he's very competitive, and I know he wants to compete, and I'm afraid if we didn't find a way to make that work, then it might be worse.
I think so too. I mean, I think it's very important that he gets back to his routine. The routine of, he's wrestling, that makes him feel really great. And I think just being around familiar things is going to help his memory more than anything.
Well, I appreciate that.
Oh, sure. You're
And
welcome.
If that's what we've got to do, that's what we're going to do. And I love Tim, the Baron, and if I can help him deal with this in some way, and maybe one day we'll see how he comes out of it.
I'm hopeful.
Thank you.
You're welcome very much.